She wants the APA.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people do APA. It's kind of crazy. Okay. What do you think about the removed film on Thursday? Foster care.
On Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's right. Today's Thursday. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how
You never want leftover food residue on your surfaces. But that's
there's a lot of stuff coming up with foster care lately too. Like the funding and whatnot. So because Medicaid funds a lot of the social workers that go out to their stuff, there is a lot about funding. Now, last Thursday, I showed the first part of Removed, which was this one, but I don't know if either one of you guys was here, and that's okay. I just probably have it up on my the YouTube, and then this is the conclusion of the part one. So I showed part one on Thursday. I showed part three to you guys Tuesday, and then I was going to do part two now. So it's like the very last one. They do this for like foster care trainings and like how they fund it and policy for foster care and whatnot. As long as we've gotten through any questions you had. This is the last one. I wish they would, yeah, this one was actually 2014, and then Remove 3 was like 2017. But this is the conclusion to part one, where they essentially last Thursday I showed her dad was an alcoholic, her mom was also not doing well, so she was taken from the home and then put into foster care, and they're kind of showing the attempts at reunification if mom ever gets it together. I don't remember if she does get it together though.
You don't remember my story. Well, you can think about your own story. You cannot heal me. I'm not a healer.
So that was the foster mom who did adopt her actually. And the last part of the part one showed that they were kind of like fighting because she was re-traumatized when mom tried to give her a dress. And it reminded her of dad kind of like ripping the dress off her biological mom. And a fight.
You cannot see or hide me. This is my story. I have to make peace with it. Once upon a time, there was a girl who was being torn apart. In between the homes, she learned not to trust, to always have a crown.
So that's her biological mom. She had 2 or 3 foster homes, kind of similar, until they find a good placement. And then mom's trying to get her back now.
In what ways have you maintained a parent and child relationship?
I love them. The issue with this hearing is not whether or not you love your children or if they love you. The issue is, at this point, if you have a parent-child relationship with your children, and if it will bring them harm for that legal relationship to be terminated.
Ms. Law, do you understand the purpose of this hearing?
Yes.
So you understand that this hearing is to terminate your parental rights. Do you understand that if the judge terminates them, you will no longer be the legal mother of your children?
Sometimes my life feels like a circle, a never-ending, ongoing cycle.
So similar to like the White Oleander video, this mom is kind of losing parental rights, but She's not in jail. She just had like addiction issues and domestic violence issues. So
I don't know how to stop it. Or change it. Or break it. When I finally come close, it starts all over again. A whirlwind, tornado, set out to destroy me. Hi.
Hi, I think I'll be another 15 minutes. Sorry about that.
Sometimes things begin to get better. Once upon a time, there was an astronaut, and she was stuck in space because she lost her rocket. Life falls to a new rhythm. I know you're third. You're so smart. New normal. If you went through the atmosphere, that's a big word. Can you say atmosphere? I'm scared. And it may not be the best. But I've made peace with it. And it feels like almost I might be happy. Look at the stars up there. Maybe I can write my own story. Start from scratch. Forget all the past.
What's this one about?
Oh, this one's a tornado.
Did you know there are tornadoes in outer space? Actually, how stars are born. All right, Zoe, we have a visit with your mom today. Let's go pick up your brother.
But then, of course, someone else makes a choice and leaves me alone to figure it out.
Now, remember, this is your last visit with Benaya.
Is there anything I can do to change it?
You need to prove that you're taking steps to get your life back together.
I know.
Too hard? Want help you? Not try. Good, now you want to do the other one? Put your cup down. Let me take the socks off. Good job.
He likes airplanes, doesn't he? Just let me hug you goodbye. Can I please hug you goodbye?
Come on. Come get interaction. Yeah, heard you. Can you get interaction on me?
Thank you so much for letting us come out short notice.
It's okay, come right in. Hi.
This is Emily. And
Hi.
Brandon Alvarez.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You're very excited to meet Benaya.
Oh, that's great. Because she can't handle him being taken away from her again. They'll have bi-weekly visits indefinitely, and I know it's not ideal. Okay. Find your sleeves. There you go. Use your muscles. Let me see your muscles, Benaya.
Yes.
This is Miss Emily.
Hi.
How you doing? Something on you. Want to open it? Spaceman. That's pretty cool, Benaya.
Oh, where's Kyra?
She had to leave early.
Oh. Benaya! 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 Benaya!
Zoe,
Benaya!
Zoe, wait, Zoe. No, listen. Zoe, it happened so quickly they just left you alone.
When I finally come close, starts all over again.
So the new trauma is her brother was replaced with her at the end of the first one, and now he's been put into maybe another permanent home where they're not together anymore till they're 18.
What are you working on at school?
Homework?
You still like to draw? I always liked your drawings. I love you, you know? Hey, I love you. And I'm gonna fight to get Benaya back. My mom never fought for us, but I'm gonna fight for him.
What about me? Don't you want me to?
Of course. You're not a kid anymore. You're all grown up.
When I close my eyes and see my life, the life I always imagined, I see something different than what I see now.
She may have some negative side effects to it. This will help with moments of uncontrollable anger. I really believe this will make life easier.
Zoe doesn't need meds. She needs more therapy. She needs more interaction with her mom.
You see what I do, but forget why.
You'll still get a chance again. Hopefully twice a month, maybe even more. I've already set up a play date for this weekend.
Why do they think they can just have him? They aren't his parents.
If it doesn't work, you can always up the dosage. Add second medicine to it to help you feel a little less sad or angry.
But why wouldn't you?
You forget what I've heard. Forget my pain.
Well, the courts have said that your mom has to.
what? I'm not good enough for that?
That's not it at all.
Then what? I explode inside. Sometimes slowly. Sometimes all at once. But always eventually.
What are you reading?
The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah? Is it good?
Yeah. Better than the movie. In the book, Oz is a real place. It's not just in her dream. The tornado catches her up and it takes her away to a real place.
Is that you?
She's trying to escape, but the tornado keeps pulling her back in. She keeps spinning and spinning.
It's not always about escaping though. Sometimes you have to learn how to survive inside of it. There you are. Right in the middle of all that spinning, you can let that tornado rip apart your heart, or you choose how to let what has happened to you affect you. Your mom's story doesn't have to be your story. Your future can be different. Remember that. And remember what happens tomorrow. We get a chance to visit Benaya.
So, guess what? Did you know that space tornadoes are actually real? The stars being born, it only comes out of a tornado. It's high winds. They're super dangerous. They're hard to survive. But at the end, a star's left. In the middle of all that wind. That's you, everybody. We're stars. Isn't that cool? We're stars.
Zoe, you wrote this in your diary.
Sometimes someone hurts you so bad, it stops hurting at all. Honey, what are you talking about when you wrote that? If you were to go home to live with your mom right now, would you be safe?
Objection, Your Honor. Cause for speculation.
Objections sustained.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who was being torn apart.
We have a possibility.
Maybe you never thought of your path across these valleys or be led up these mountains.
This law is being simplified. However, what you
And no one can break the inside of me,
so we cannot continue.
and no one can tell me who I will be.
She needs to be safe. I find this so today,
And the question lives, you have the choice. Where to go next. We are stars. On fire, wind, born into the chaos. And the winds whip around us. No one stays with us. Everything we know is taken away.
I know it can be hard when you're living in a home that's not your own. Hard to concentrate and stuff.
But one day,
You don't have to draw. Just remember that you get to decide who you want to be. Okay? No one else can do that.
one day, thanks for Zoe, you will shine.
So that's kind of how that story ends up. They show it and keep it kind of ambiguous on purpose. Like you don't know what the court decided there, if she went to her mom, went to the place where her brother was, or stayed where she was, because in foster care, you don't know. But policy being that it's important to keep the kids' options open, that they're safe, and don't get to a space that's dangerous for them. So policy, can have so many angles to it and so many feelings associated with it, and it's always changing too. So that's the hard thing to kind of figure out about it. And I thought those were interesting. They show those a lot to adoptive parents that are going to either foster kids or doing a foster to adopt, to let them know, kind of get an understanding of like how the policy affects the kids. Like it's not just the law and when kids are taken and how things are figured out. But there's a lot of stuff in between, like missing mom and dad, missing your little brother or sister, or things like that. So thought that one was interesting. I don't think they've come out with any new ones, but they definitely had a lot of other stories in there. So Do you guys go home here soon? Are you like going to go home next week on Saturday or what? Are they having finals on Saturday or is that just like
I'm honestly spread out, and everything in like midnight.
you just got to move everything, I guess, or are you both in the dorms? What's that?
I am too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how fast the semester goes at the end, but in the meantime, do you all have the same 121 hours to graduate as social work does? Like you take 15 or 16 every semester and then you graduate? Okay. So 2024, right? Or 2023? Okay. Okay. Well, cool. Luckily, the final is online, so you can turn that in. I'll probably be around for questions next week, obviously, and if you guys have any, let me know, because I try